Every single picture you see on these walls is someone who was killed by a drunk driver. Tonight, we are getting reaction from Mad Canada after two police officers from two different police forces in the GTA were pulled over on provincial highways and arrested for impaired driving.
It's kind of like a double whammy, and we expect the police to uphold the law. So when you see some officers getting charged, it's really devastating and disappointing.
Adrian Woolley, the president of the Peel Regional Police Association, seen here accepting a merit award back in 2017, was pulled over on Saturday night. According to the OPP, the 44-year-old is facing charges of impaired driving and stunt driving after allegedly speeding more than 50 kilometers an hour over the limit along the QEW. In a statement to City News, Peel Police said they do not comment on criminal investigations being conducted by other police services. The statement went on to say, as Peel Regional Police Association president, Mr. Woolley is on a leave of absence from acting police duties while he holds that position. In these circumstances, Mr. Woolley was not suspended. A different reaction coming from York Regional Police. That force is speaking out against one of its constables who was also arrested for impaired driving. It's
something that is disappointing for all of us as we're out here day in and day out talking about the dangers of impaired driving on our roads.
In this case, Constable Tina Teeter, a 17-year veteran, was pulled over and breathalyzed on Highway 400 early Sunday evening. The 42-year-old is a uniformed patrol officer and has now been placed on administrative duties pending an investigation.
We need to be role models, and our chief has made that very clear.
Ever since the Neville Lake siblings and their grandfather were killed by convicted drunk driver Marco Muzzo, York Police have taken a major stance against impaired driving. Just recently, the police force began publicly listing the names of every drunk driving suspect they charge. Constable Andy Pattenden tells me a police officer is no exception.
It does feel like a battle that we've taken on that we just are not winning. But, I can tell you, even though despite one of our own members charged this past week, we're not giving up in this fight. You're going to continue to see York Regional Police out there at the forefront on this issue, and we need to see these numbers change. We need to see them go down. Something's got to change here.
Mad Canada works very closely with police forces across the province, and while saddened by the news, CEO Andrew Murray tells me the fact that these charges are making headlines signifies a cultural change.
Because like 20 years ago, they might have not been charged. They might have got away with a plea bargain. It doesn't happen today, and so it's a real improvement there. And so I think senior management in police are setting a real example to say for their officers, this is intolerable. It leads to death and injuries. You can't do this. And as an officer, you'll be held accountable for it.
Now, both officers were off duty when they were pulled over and breathalyzed. At Mad Canada headquarters, Shauna Hunt, City News.